Hey, this is Adam from Theros Media, and today we're looking at a company called Riley Heating and Air Conditioning. They're in Phoenix City, Alabama. So they serve the Alabama and Georgia. They're advertising for Georgia, Columbus, Georgia. So they serve that area as well. So we're looking at ductless advertising specifically. Ductless HVAC, mini splits, ductless heating and cooling. They were showing up for all three of those keywords. And their ad doesn't really match the keywords they're bidding on. So the first thing we would do, or we would recommend to double their conversions, is to have your ad match your keyword. That's super important because having your ad match your keyword lowers your cost per click, increases your quality score. It usually increases your conversion rate as well because people aren't necessarily are more inclined to convert if you're showing them ads that match what their intent is. So they're showing up for ductless HVAC systems. You're showing them a ductless HVAC ad, ductless HVAC landing page, more likely to convert. It's not a bad ad. It just doesn't match what their keyword is. Kind of a standard HVAC ad. And the landing page they're using is their air conditioning installation page on their website. So the second thing we would do is actually make this a landing page. We keep it simple, especially at first, because if you don't have any landing pages built, sometimes it takes a while to build those, depending on what you want your brand to look like, etc. If we could just duplicate the page and then work on that as a template, then it's a lot quicker. But if you want ones built specifically for it, you have a designer, etc., it might take a while. So we typically use the same service page you have now. Use Google Optimize so we can have an overlay of the page, take off the header, take off the footer, and all the outbound links, and just use the same exact page. So there's a contact form at the bottom of the page. So we just use the same exact one to do the job. Get rid of the links and all that stuff. Outbound links as well, the coupons, the specials. We would get rid of the links to those specials. So this would just pop up as a, I'm not sure why it goes into its own picture there. But you just get rid of all that stuff on the landing page. So nothing. They don't leave the landing page for anything. You either want them to get an estimate or not. You want a yes or a no. You don't want maybe clicking around the website. So those are the two biggest things we'd recommend. And if you stop the video here and didn't give you any more recommendations, you can double, triple, quadruple your conversions from Google Ads just based on those two things. Having the ads match the keyword, having the ads match the keyword, having a landing page match the ad, and using a landing page for your advertising. So if you are looking for high efficiency HVAC systems in that area, you wouldn't necessarily be looking for ductless. So those are two different things. So keyword pruning is probably going to be a big thing for you as well. High efficiency doesn't really mean ductless. It just means high efficiency. So you can have I'm not sure what the law is in your area. 13 SEER is the lowest in the country, but let's say it's 14 SEER because that's what it is in Maryland as the standard for the system. You can have a Bosch 20.5 SEER system, and that can be high efficiency. So it really just depends on what they're looking for, and you figure that out by having more targeted ads for those keywords. The Facebook pixels installed on the website, so that's good. Just tracking all the visitors here. So that's important because you want to be able to track and put in a retargeting campaign through Facebook on your AdWords campaigns, and you can't do that without a Facebook pixel. So that's good. Facebook pixel installed. Your Google homepage looks pretty good. You are running ads. This one should be, usually what I do is when I'm looking at stuff like this, if I see your Google homepage is looking pretty good, then I take a look and see if you're running ads in your area for your branded search. You are, but as you can see, my IP address is not in your area. I haven't looked in your area. So if I want to do that, what I would do is I would go back to my search operator, go back to the Columbus, Georgia, and then I would put in your branded search, Riley Heating and Air Conditioning. And then this will put my IP address in your area. And why am I showing you that? Because it's important to target the people that you service and that you can service. You can't service me in White Marsh, so I shouldn't be seeing your branded ad here. All right, so Riley Comfort, I don't see any ads in your area. And you can see on the bottom here, where's my IP address? It doesn't say it. Because it's still loading. There you go, Columbus, Georgia. So you can see I changed my IP address just based on, well, a little trickery, but based on the link I clicked, I changed my IP address, and I don't see your ad here. So your ad is showing in my area, but it's not showing in your area, which is perplexing to me. So showing up in White Marsh, Maryland, not showing up in Columbus, Georgia, where you do service. So that needs to be fixed. You could fix that by location targeting pretty simply, but that definitely needs to be fixed because I shouldn't be seeing your ad in my area. I should be seeing it in your area. Next thing is your Facebook page is updated pretty frequently, which is good. Yeah, I like that. It's updated really frequently. I like that a lot. Usually we like to recommend once every 2 weeks or so, but more is better, obviously. You're not running any ads, so the first thing, or one of the first things we do is run a remarketing campaign from your, so it's only targeted to the people who visit your website from Google. It helps you drive down the cost per conversions overall because you're getting those same people back to the website for a lot less money than you would be spending if people were clicking on your advertising in Google. So those are the couple things we would do. Keyword pruning is probably the biggest one we do, plus matching the ads to your actually those three: keyword pruning, landing pages, building a landing page specific to your advertising, and building ads specific to the keywords are the big three. We see over and over and over again. Probably 80% of the time we see those three. We can do those. You can double, triple, quadruple the amount of revenue you're bringing in from your ads just by doing those three, and they don't take that long to do. Keyword pruning is an ongoing thing. Building a landing page might take, let's say, it takes a week at most. We can optimize this landing page as best as it can be immediately with Google Optimize, and then build a better landing page. Takes about a week, maybe, and then running. It's a lot of work to do the ad, but once they're up and running, they're up and running. You don't have to change them that often if you use responsive search ads. You can build 15 ads at once for the most, or actually a lot more than that. But you can build a decent amount of ads at once. They rotate often, so you have to change them nearly as often. Those three things are pretty big. The Facebook advertising comes later, but those three things initially are big. Plus the location targeting for your branded search campaign. I shouldn't be seeing it in my area. So it's to your same website, Riley Comfort, and I shouldn't be seeing it in my area because you can't service me in White Marsh. And I don't see it in Georgia, so that's a problem. So that's a simple fix as well. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully make more money. We'll talk to you soon.